Hello. So this is my second attempt because the first one the sound cut out. Please forgive me, still learning. So just a bit of background as to why I'm doing this. I guess I'll start with so I was diagnosed with depression when I was 15. First suicide attempt at 14, and I've probably tried about 9 times since then. I'm 29 now. What really prompted me to do this video, to do this channel, was about a month ago. I tried to take my own life, and the hospital was in there for about 4 days, and the hospital, I guess, were trying to prompt me to say that it wasn't a proper attempt, that I was fed up and, you know, wanted attention, basically, which just, yeah, isn't me. Anyway, I was, you know, I get it, they're overworked, they got targets, all that malarkey. And it's not really them I actually have a problem with, it's the people you're referred to afterwards. So I've been dealing with the NHS, as you can imagine, quite a lot over the years. And it's because of my treatment by the NHS services, after services, that we were forced to go private. Which, you know, that I'm fortunate enough to be in a position to pay for that, but a lot of people aren't, and that they shouldn't have to. No one should have to. And just I guess a brief story in this video. So I went to the centre, and a woman came out and called me, and she didn't even bother to wait for me, just walked off. So I followed her to the room, and when I got there, she didn't bother to introduce herself. Turned out she was a nurse. And just long and short of it is that she told me that I wasn't trying hard enough, and that even people without mental illness realise that you can't expect instant gratification. I've had this disease for 15 years. I know there ain't no instant gratification whether you're normal or not. And it was just unbelievably insulting and patronising, and unfortunately not a one-off. And the only thing that stopped me from shouting at her, which just isn't me anyway, you know, it takes a lot for me to lose my temper, so you can imagine the state I was in. I saw this poster on the wall that said "Don't abuse our staff," and I really wanted to turn to her and just say, "Do you feel like you've achieved something today? Because you haven't. It's like you've just made it worse." And literally the only thing she did was, you know, give me the crisis helpline and all that malarkey. And anyone who has a serious mental illness and is serious about taking their own life knows you're never going to call that number. Never. You just don't. That doesn't cross your mind in the slightest. Anyway, so unfortunately this is just not the first occurrence. You know, I had a doctor, he was the worst of all, years ago, who told me that I suffered from mild depression and that I wasn't worth his time. He didn't bring my notes to most of the session, probably never read them anyway, so what does it matter? Once I took a friend with me for support. He approached her for the appointment, not me. He'd met me about 5 times. Why would he remember? And I'd really like to name that doctor, because I've actually read a lot about him in the paper, about lives cost because of his malpractice, but I suspect for legal reasons I probably shouldn't. And then then there was another doctor who, no medication prescribed, just went, find a place you feel safe and stay there. Top banana advice. Thanks very much. And you know, I could go on for hours about the failings of the NHS, and don't worry, I will in other videos. But as I say, right now, this is just a bit of background to why I've started this. So I just just want other people to know that it's not them, and I'm sure other people have had great experience with the NHS, and I'm so glad for them, but I haven't. And people need to know that these are people who, they should not be working with vulnerable people, not be working in mental health, or probably shouldn't be working at all in the NHS, but definitely should not be working with the mentally ill, because they are dangerous. It's simple as that, they're dangerous. So yeah, that's it for this video. Probably post again later, because as I say, got that voice, got a voice in my head that just goes die, 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 die. So it's lonely, which is yeah, not a lot going on. That's why I see I've done the CBT, I've done the occupational therapy, I've done it all, I know how it works, and the voice doesn't go anywhere. So probably post again later. Yeah, just please, please keep tuning back. Thank you.